Hello, Cardinals. We're going to talk about investigation 3.4 today, locating the epicenter of an earthquake. And our focus question is, how can you use data to locate the epicenter? So the first thing we're going to do today is we're going to review number 17 from yesterday, 17A through E, looking at the waves that we made. How are the P and S waves, how they travel, similar at different speeds. Based on your data, how would you predict S and P waves to travel? And other things we're just going to discuss. How they would affect models, how would they affect the surface, thinking about S and P waves. Then we're going to look back at our objectives, and for number one, describe an S and P wave, and how are they similar and how are they different. The objective for today is to analyze earthquake data to reveal the epicenter of an earthquake. So as we look at investigation 3.4, you're going to get some handouts, and you're going to use those handouts to locate the epicenter of an earthquake. You're going to calculate the lag time, that's the time between S and P waves. You're going to start out by reading Building Your Knowledge, finding the epicenter, the tortoise and the hare, and then discuss the following questions with your group. And you're going to look at the data investigation 3.3. Now we didn't do that, all right? We didn't do investigation 3.3 because we skipped it. But you can look back, you can flip back in your pages and see if there was enough evidence to find the epicenter. And if we get time, we'll share that with the class. You look at your lesson master 3.4 time distance graph. That should be attached on your Google Classroom. And it takes time. P waves and S waves travel at different times. So you're going to be calculating the difference between the P and S wave to help you calculate how far away the epicenter was from whatever seismograph is collecting the data. Here's a look at that time and distance graph. You can see right here that time is on the vertical axis. Distance, epicenter distance, how far the location is away from the epicenter, and then the lag time is the time between the S and P waves. So obviously, the further you get away from the epicenter, the longer it took for that wave to get there, and then you're getting this lag time. You're going to be using that lag time to calculate the distance away from the epicenter. So you're going to look at your data and just kind of think about how long it would take the S wave to travel a certain distance, 2,500 kilometers. You're going to look at the whole graph and think about lag time and write that down in your notebook. You're going to use your drawing compasses and index card, and you're going to use your student sheet locating the epicenter of an earthquake. And this, your book is going to walk you through step by step how to find the data. We also placed a video. Okay, so for those of you that are visual learners, you could probably read the book and do it step by step. For those of you that are auditory learners, need to see it for it to happen, you should watch the video. So here's the information from your student sheet, and what you have here is the start of the P wave, and you have the start of the S wave, and you'll be calculating the time. So this would be 8:09. You got to think about this as probably like 8:09 and 30 seconds, and this would be 8:13 and 30 seconds. You have to subtract that to find the amount of time in between those. Okay, you're going to use the information to calculate the difference between those wave times. You're going to use the S wave minus the P wave data and an index card and the lesson master to figure this out. So you're going to go through step A all the way through step D, okay? And you're going to be using an index card along with that graph. Now what you have here is you're going to calculate if the lag time is 4 minutes, you're going to put a dot here on the note card and a dot here on the note card, and then you slide that note card, as you can see to this side, you're going to slide that note card until those two dots match the S and P wave lines. That's going to give you the distance away from the epicenter. So then you record that on your student sheet, and then now you have to think about the other sites, okay? The Alaska site, okay? And you're going to be doing the Charlotte site and the Honolulu site. All right? So your goal today is to locate the epicenter of an earthquake. Go through steps 1 through 9. If reading it doesn't make sense to you, you can watch this video called How to Locate an Epicenter. It will take you through step by step. You should finish your vocabulary today. I'll be putting a vocab video on Google Classroom. And It's the start of spring break, so you want to make sure all your vocabulary is done before you leave for spring break. If you have any questions, please let me know. Hopefully this made sense, but basically all we're doing is going through step by step on how to locate an epicenter. Have a great day, Cardinals.